Today we're taking the top games from play-to-earn.net alongside with some of my personal favorite play-to-earn crypto games. We're gonna put them all on the tier list, see which ones are good, which ones are bad, and which ones are ugly. We got a giveaway of $100 to fulfill at the end of the video, as well as start a brand new giveaway that's gonna happen at the end of the video. With that being said, my name is the Inspector. You're about to be mind blown. Let's get this show on the road. I will have 30 seconds maximum per game. We're gonna start with the game that is #1 on play-to-earn.net at the moment, Axie Infinity, and it was #1 for a while. The games will be rated based on gameplay, based on longevity, and based on profits, or, well, the in-game economy. So, for Axie Infinity, while the gameplay is really bad, at least in my opinion, maybe some people found it interesting. I personally didn't. I didn't like the gameplay one bit, I still don't. But you need to count in the longevity Axie Infinity had. It's been one of the top crypto games for such a long time now that it almost deserves an S spot. A lot of people that I know, a lot of people in the comment section also in this channel have earned a living off of Axie Infinity. But the gameplay is just so bad in my opinion that I can no way put it in S or A tier, so therefore Axie Infinity in my opinion goes to B tier, and that is solely because it has that longevity factor and the Axie economy has withstood the test of time way better than some other games. Social score is still incredibly high for Axie Infinity, and since all of you know what it is, all of you have either tried it or seen it on my channel or some other channel, I'm not gonna go in depth as to what Axie is, and let's move on to the second game. We're talking about the S logo, and this is going to go into the S tier. The sandbox, huge open world metaverse where you can do whatever you want. Snoop Dogg owns land, he hosted concerts in it. If you wanted to be part of the concert to see it live, you needed to buy an NFT ticket, and those are just some of the little things that the sandbox has. The beta version is out right now for anyone to try, and it really is a huge open world sandbox where you can explore and adventure, finish quests, but you can also own land, you can also own NFTs, you can also make money while playing the game. Sandbox is definitely S tier material. Now guys, I've given away over $10,000 in total, and you know whenever I have sponsorship deals, I also do giveaways. So thank you InfiniGods for sponsoring this video. But InfiniGods is a Web3 gaming studio focused on multiple projects, on multiple gaming projects, and centered around ancient mythologies and civilizations. It's all about fun gameplay and interoperability. The InfiniGods NFTs will be used across all games. So for example, the InfiniPass is an NFT that serves as a VIP pass by providing ongoing benefits across all games and in real life. The InfiniPass gives you early access to games, as well as whitelists for character NFT sales. It provides in-game boosts and power-ups to the holders. And the minting is, drumroll, live. The game that you saw in the background is called InfiniMerge, and it is the first game within the InfiniGods ecosystem. It is live right now. You have all the links in the pinned comment and in the description down below. But moving on, we have Pirates of Our Land. Pirates of Our Land being the 5th most popular and talked about game on play-to-earns.net, and it's a game that's not even out yet. It does have some pretty cool graphics. I don't know, you tell me. The walking seems clunky, the gameplay seems very clunky and not polished. Now, I would think that this is the alpha, first ever showcase release, whatever. So that's why the gameplay looks the way it does, and it's just not polished. It's not even the playable alpha version yet for everyone to enjoy, right? So I would think it's gonna get a lot better. The whole premise is pretty good. You're gonna be a pirate, you're gonna own pirate land, have your pirate economy, you're gonna be able to have islands that are NFT islands where either you can mine or farm depending on how fertile the land is, or what goods, what materials lay inside of the land, and those are just some of the things you're going to be able to do. It's also an open world sandbox. So all that being said, and looking at the graphics, which are pretty good, the gameplay looks robust enough. We can't really judge it since it's not out yet, so I will also put it in the B tier, and that is mainly because I am very hyped for this game. Now, the next one we're going to take a look at, one of my favorite games, Illuvium. I have tried the beta, I have not tried the gameplay section where you actually played from the third-person perspective. In the beta, you only play the Auto Battler, but the whole premise of Illuvium is amazing. You're gonna be able to capture those little alluvial creatures. You're gonna fight for Ethereum inside of the arenas. Everything looks impeccable. Super hyped for it. Illuvium S tier in my opinion. Obviously, all of this is just my opinion. If you have a different opinion, I would love to hear it in the comment section down below. And next one is Decentraland. Now, this one might be a little bit controversial, okay? Where we're gonna put Decentraland. It's so similar to the Sandbox, but it's just not as good as the Sandbox in my opinion. You can do a lot of things in Decentraland, but I don't like the gameplay at all. It's a browser-based game, and I think those games are in the past. Now, for the time when it was launched, it was revolutionary, it was new, it might have been the first ever real metaverse. All that being said, I'm just not a fan of Decentraland. I will put it in the C tier. Steppen, which is 14th on Play to Earn Games, is not even a game. It's a gamified experience where you buy an NFT, and if you run and it tracks your running, you actually earn money. Now, if you don't buy an NFT, you will not earn money. What does this sound like? You invest, let's say $1,000, and in 2 weeks' time, you get your investment back. On top of that, what you earn after the 2 weeks is all pure profit. Well, that sounds like a pyramid scheme. But let's dissect it a little bit further if we have time. As long as people keep buying NFTs, people will also keep earning money. If people stop buying NFTs, the ones who have invested at the very end and haven't gotten their profits back, haven't gotten their investments back, not profits, but the ROI, the return of investment, they will just lose money. And that is also how a pyramid scheme works, or a Ponzi scheme rather. The ones who buy at the very end are the ones who will lose the money. Therefore, Steppen is definitely not a good experience in my book. Again, this is only my opinion. You don't have to share my opinion. I'm nowhere near close to a financial advisor. If you want to invest your money in Steppen, feel free to do so. This is just my opinion. It's not worth it. Now, next game is Legends of Bezogia, another game that is not out yet, but it has quite the hype behind it. The gameplay looks pretty good, and you play as a DOGE. You can never discount a DOGE. So you will need an NFT in order to play, but it will be play to earn. So you will need one of those Bezogia NFTs in order to explore their vast open world. Now, since it's not out yet, and I'm not too hyped for this game, well, the gameplay does look solid. I cannot in good conscience put a game that I'm not hyped about, that I don't know much about, above Decentraland. So that is going to be like the golden cross right here. You know, if you're a good game, you gotta be above Decentraland. But are you better than Decentraland, which is a C game? Well, not many games are, let me tell you. AAA Space Explorer recently made a video solely on this game, if it's gonna be good or not. It is currently in the balance. It is going up and down, just like Bitcoin. We're not 100% sure what's gonna happen with Star Atlas. Well, the promises look amazing, the gameplay sure doesn't. It is not a game that I would place above Decentraland, at least not at this point in time. This may be a game that will be S tier at some point. Looking at it from here, it is on the Play to Earn's top. It is on the PlayToEarn.net website's top 50 list. It's even in the top 20, I think. But with the recent gameplay, I mean, the cinematics look amazing. But when they showed the gameplay, I was so not impressed at all with it. I had to make a video where I ranted a little bit. So therefore, it goes in the C tier, meaning it has potential, but right now it's not what I want it to be, right? Moving on to Undead Blocks, and one of the games that I very much like. I tried it, I played it. It is like Left 4 Dead, but on the blockchain. You have NFT weapons, but you don't need to buy them in order to play. It is free to play. You can also rent the NFT weapons, and for each kill you get, for each accomplishment that you make, for each quest you finish, you get paid. I can't wait for the full version. I have played the beta. I have a video on my channel about Undead Blocks. You can check it out if you want. For me, Undead Blocks is an A game. I like it very much, and their economy system with the dual tokens, where one token is the governance token and the other token is actually pegged to $0.1, so it can't fluctuate up or down, but the one that you get rewarded in is stable. It's a stable coin, right? Pegged to $0.1. And that's just amazing. I hope it works out, and I hope a lot of games copy that system in case it does work, and we have some sustainability going in this. Another Solana game, which may be a little bit of an underdog, Eve.io. I have talked about this game previously. It is free to play, it is a browser game, but it is free to play and it's a shooter and it's actually freaking fun. I have spent a couple hours a day for a couple days playing it, and I can't say that about many crypto games. It is free to play, and the way you earn money in this game is you find those random NFT drops. It says on the homepage where the current drop is, and for example, there could be just 2 NFTs on that particular map for that particular game mode. So what you gotta do is play that particular game mode until you find the NFT before anyone else. It can also be cash rewards, but I mean Solana rewards. It is on the Solana blockchain, but it is fun. It's definitely a fun game. I wouldn't put it in the A category just because it's a browser game. It doesn't deserve the A category, but it's definitely a fun game. It's more fun than Axie, but we don't know about the longevity. We don't know how the economy is going to fare in the long run, so therefore it goes to B. Now, next one is Alien Worlds. Alien Worlds is a browser-based game, and it also uses Wax NFTs. Now, we love Wax over here on this channel, but we don't like browser games. Not one bit. Maybe if they have a great play-to-earn economy, in-game economy where people can actually earn and play for free, like EVE.io, that's when a browser game makes sense. Now, for Alien Worlds, where you have to buy an NFT and you kind of mine, it's one of those card games. It's not a card game. You have cards in the screen which are all NFTs, and you like buy a drill, and then you mine, and then you earn coins. I'm just not a fan of those types of games. You might be, you know, a lot of people could be. I personally am not. And then again, this is my list. You can disagree all you want. It's not going to change my personal opinion. And that's the great thing about opinions. Everybody's got one. And my opinion is this game sucks. Some people do earn money with this game. So therefore, I will not put it with the Ponzi schemes at E. I don't think this is a Ponzi scheme, but I will put it at D because it's not even in the same rank as Decentraland and Star Atlas in my book. Now, Big Time is this huge open world RPG, Metaverse, whatever you want to call it. It's mostly an open world RPG though. It's free to play, it doesn't require NFT investing, and right here it says it's on the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, that's interesting. That's something I didn't even know. It is in the alpha phase right now. The gameplay looks pretty good. It looks good. Has a very high social score, almost 1,000, nowhere near as big as Axie Infinity, but still Big Time does have better gameplay than these 3 games right here in my opinion, and therefore Big Time does go to the B category. Now, moving on, Crypto Voxels. This might be an even earlier example of a metaverse, even before Decentraland, but I just don't feel it. It's another browser game. It's not that good. For the time when it came out, it might have been revolutionary. I wasn't even in crypto back then. So Crypto Voxels, in my opinion, not as good as Decentraland, but also definitely not a Ponzi scheme like Steppen. So, a game with insane graphics. Think of Transformers in space playing for crypto. That is Phantom Galaxies. Phantom Galaxies is an S game in my personal opinion. It has the graphics, it has the potential. It's on Polygon, you have to buy an NFT in order to play. It is currently live and it just looks so freaking good. I will not even put it in the A section, I will put it straight to S. Now, both Phantom Galaxies and Illuvium are on the S tier, and I have not tried gameplay of either of them. They're on the S tier because I'm super hyped for them, and I think they're gonna knock it out of the park. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that that will happen. They might both flop, and I might put them both at the E section with the Ponzi schemes. You never know. Right now, as it currently stands, this is my opinion as far as the games go. Now, moving on to the next game, Gods Unchained. Now, this is probably the best crypto card game out there. And you can actually earn money for free in this game as well. This is a game that shouldn't go A, it should definitely go to the S section. Now, the only reason it's not S is because I have not played this game outside of recording a video for it. That is the only reason. If I stuck around to really learn all the mechanics of the card game, to really assemble my own NFT deck of cards, an unbeatable deck, I would definitely put it at S. Currently, as it stands, it is A for me for both of these games. Undead Blocks and Gods Unchained are both great games that are just not S tier material in my opinion, but they're definitely both great games. So we're about to conclude the giveaway, but first of all, that was 15 games. Let me know what you think of my list. Let me know if you would change anything on this list, and also do let me know if you want to see another list with 15 different games. We can keep doing this. There's so many games out there at this point. We can just review games like this from now on. Well, it does take a longer time for me to record, but if it's something you guys want to watch, I'm definitely going to record it. So first of all, the question was, what is my favorite cryptocurrency? And the winner will be the one that replied first. So what I gotta do here is put the comments based on the newest first, delete a few of these spammer messages. Holy crap, look at how freaking many there are. So I'm just blocking each and every single one of these channels. I just do this every day on every video. Great, we go all the way down, hope to win $100. You didn't even say which coin. My favorite, bro. Oh wow, that was fast. ADA. ADA is my favorite coin. Techno Ape almost got it, but Neo was just a little bit faster. Sorry, Techno Ape, you will get the 20 bucks, and Neo, you will get the 80 bucks, making this $100. I will send this out right now, and let's just check. Both of you have your wallets in your about sections, which is one of the things you got to do in order for me to send the money. Well, I messed up, and I sent Techno Ape $80 instead of 20. So now I got to send 80 to both accounts. So I guess it wasn't $100 giveaway, but rather $106. Yeah, you know, what I mess up, it's on me. I can just give Neo 20 bucks now because he was the first to answer. So, it's whatever, you know, it won't bankrupt me. Let's just send both $80 each. And both transactions have been completed. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in order to join the next giveaway, I'm not gonna make this time sensitive because I've been told on Twitter, a lot of you have your personal lives, a lot of you have your own jobs, and you can't just chill on my channel all day every day waiting for a new timed giveaway. But I don't want it to be random either. Having to pick someone random somehow isn't fair when a lot of people get there. I don't know, somehow it just doesn't make any sense to me. I do it because it's simple enough. I just pick someone at random, but I don't want to do it for the next one. So here's what we're gonna do. I will upload another video tomorrow and announce the giveaway in that video. In the meantime, what I want you guys to do is tell me in the comment section how I should do this giveaway. Do you want me to ask a question and then the first one to solve it would get the money? But then again, it would again be the first one to do it, and I can't expect everyone to just see it at the same time. Somehow it needs to be more fair. If you guys can think of anything, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will try to use that method. If not, I'll think of something myself, and it may be a little bit more than $100. We'll talk about it tomorrow. All right, peace. I'm out.